Welcome to After Dark at the Fixed Ops Roundtable, featuring Katrina Ness, Vanessa Collins, and Ted Ings. This episode is brought to you by BG Products, partners beyond products. And now for your hosts, Ted Ings, Vanessa Collins, and Katrina Ness.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday, and welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable's After Dark show. I'm Vanessa Collins, joined by Katrina Ness and Ted Ings. And tonight is really exciting because it's our last After Dark show before our New York City pop-up event. So, welcome on.
Guys, are you excited about New York?
I am so excited. Vanessa and I recently got back from our trip to Greece. For those of you that have been staying tuned and knew that we were on that little trip. So we're excited to get to the airport again and head to the greatest city in the world, New York. So it'll be a great trip with a lot of learning and networking and a great pop-up event.
And a lot of friends coming, like Robert Migliaccio, who's in the chat tonight. So I guess we're live. He's coming up from Carter Myers. Colin Kubek, okay, tonight. Woo, yes, absolutely. That's the right exclamation, okay, for tonight. So thank you, Colin. And so, Katrina, we have a lot of friends coming. I know you've seen the list, and it's pretty impressive.
Yes, we do. We have a lot of familiar faces and friends that will be joining us in New York. So it will be so exciting to see everyone in person and catch up and just talk about the current trends in the industry.
Vanessa, I'm really grateful. I know we're all grateful to Uber and Uber for Business, okay, to host us there. Richard Lupo is coming up. Richard, thank you so much for doing that. I know he's been anticipating this for a long time. And what a venue, what a place we've got, Richard, okay, to be able to make this all happen. And of course, it wouldn't be a pop-up event without our great friend Sean Kingery, who's going to be there. And Vanessa, Sean, and Kathy are going to be helping to line up the mini mic interviews. So everybody who's watching tonight, if you'd like to get a mini mic interview with these two ladies, Vanessa and Katrina, Sean Kingery is going to be your ticket in because he will be setting up those interviews. So see Sean Kingery. And I don't know if you know who Robert Sebastian is, Katrina, but you're going to meet him. He came to the original Fixed Ops Roundtable. He came to I think the first Robert 3 or 4, right? You played the guitar for us in New Jersey. You came out to Beverly Hills. Robert, it'll be great to see you. Robert, are you bringing the super action heroes with you? Because he brought them up from Times Square, Vanessa. And we're going to get a chance to meet those. Tony Owens, good evening. And we hope to see you, Tony, if possible there. That'd be great. And Vanessa, the chat is blowing up here tonight.
It is. Everybody is so excited. This is going to be such an incredible pop-up event. I've never been to New York City, so I'm really excited to experience the biggest city, in our country, let alone at the World Trade Center. As you were saying, Ted, it's a beautiful venue. There's going to be a lot of friendly faces there, and we're going to get a lot of content. Not only are we getting our panel segments, we're also getting short form interviews, and then also Katrina and I's very famous mini mic interviews that we always love to do at these pop-up events. We're always pulling our favorite industry professionals to the side and, asking them some questions. And it's great content for the socials.
So David Romer, I know you're coming up from Texas. Thank you for doing that. And we're going to include you, of course, on a mini mic interview. For the folks in the chat tonight, this is a first trip for Vanessa. How about you, Katrina, to New York City first time?
I went to New York when I was a sophomore in high school for the Thanksgiving Day Parade. It was over a Thanksgiving break. So I've been, but it's been a minute. It's been about 5 years since I've been. So I'm really excited to go back and explore it with everyone, and Vanessa and Ted specifically. Ted, so this event is going to be huge, and it turned super exclusive, and the tickets sold out fast. We even saw people joking around on LinkedIn. Tell us a little bit about that and how jam-packed it'll be.
It'll be totally jam-packed. The room is full. So we have one big room, and it overlooks New York City, all glass. It's going to be amazing weather, I understand, as well, Katrina. We checked a little while ago. It's going to be hot, of course, but it'll be a great venue. So we'll be doing the event and the mini mic interviews all in the same room, okay? Plus, we have Brian Benstock, who's going to be our keynote speaker, who has been working even over the weekend. I had a chance to chat with him a little bit on a great presentation. It's going to take the house down. It's really strong. Okay. And he will get us started in the right spirit. And Robert Sebastian, you remember how he helped got that last event started just before the world changed in late 2019. So it'll be a similar type event. And then the panels we've got are just second to none. We've got great talent in that room. So a lot to keep track of. And then we're going to be recording it. It's not going to be live, but you will be able to see the entire event streamed on LinkedIn and on Facebook shortly thereafter. So
that's so cool. Tell us a little bit about how this event has changed from when you started it before COVID and before all that, and when Robert was there himself. How many people were in this room? Kind of what did it look like? Where was it? Give us some details.
You know, Robert, you have better perspective than I do. How many people were in that room in New Jersey the first time we did this, or the second time? I forget what it was, right? It was a lot smaller. Certainly the first one, Robert, was in my conference room. That was tiny. Now we've graduated to the World Trade Center. So what a great venue. Vanessa, I do not know of any automotive event that's ever been like this in the World Trade Center. We're going to be on the 46th floor at Uber's headquarters. They have 8 floors there. They have lots, like thousands of employees at this building. And they've given us the big showcase room. Brian's been in there before, Brian Benstock. He told me he's done a presentation there. It's a wow room, okay? And, you know, we're going to get a chance to meet everybody and share a lot of content. And then when it's all over, all these panels and interviews are over. If you're on the RSVP list, you're coming with us to Nobu downtown at 5 o'clock for a reception that's sponsored by Uber as well.
So exciting.
So exciting. It is going to be such an incredible day. And yeah, you're right. I don't know of any other, automotive event that has been at this scale in New York City at the World Trade Center event. So, or World Trade Center. So it's definitely incredible and a first of its kind for sure.
The security was a challenge, Katrina, to get this venue. It took us literally months to get the approvals, and thank goodness for Colton. He stuck with it, and we indemnified all the government agencies and companies that we had to. So it's really special that we're there. This was not an easy place to get, but it's going to show in the final production when you see the room and outside. And of course, the World Trade Center is really a historic site, for what happened there 24 years ago. Okay. So, it's solemn ground, but Lower Manhattan has come back really strong. And this is a sign of it. All these new buildings down there, of how strong and resilient, not only the car business, but New Yorkers are. So what a great honor, again, to have Brian Benstock keynote this, because it's like going to Yankee Stadium, right? You go to New York, you got to stop there. And to have him keynote this will be really one of a kind. So, a lot is going into this, a lot of thought, a lot of preparation, and the room is full. Okay. You just can't walk in and get in. I mean, it's quite a process. Security that day, it's going to take 2 security screenings for everybody, one in the lobby and one up on 47 to get in the room. So you got to leave yourself some time.
Yeah, for sure. And these pop-up events are always, jam-packed, back-to-back panels, super busy, but, they pay off with the incredible content that we get. So Ted, tell us about this specific pop-up event. How many panels are we looking at? And can you give any, sneak peeks into the topics that are going to be discussed?
Well, we're going to have a lot, but not like we did at Tully's place, right, Vanessa? What did we do? 33. What did we do, Katrina, at Beaux-Arts? Like 20 something, right?
It was almost 30. It was absolutely insane, but it was incredible.
Well, yeah, and you know why we did so many? Because we had a lot of dealership people that we wanted to get on those panels. Yeah. So here we're going to have a lot of dealership people who are professional speakers and above. So 8 panels that day. They're going to go a little bit longer. They're going to be 18 minutes each. Okay. We can't bring our normal boom microphones in because of the security requirements at World Trade Center. So we're going to go with lavalier microphones. So Colton's going to have them all color coded. I mentioned to you, Katrina, the panels will have like 9 or 10 people on them. So everybody will have their own color coded microphone, and we'll have to do a quick sound check before we start. But 8 panels, 9 or 10 people on a panel, great topics from service drive acquisition to mobile service to artificial intelligence. Chris Walsh, want to do a shout out. Congratulations. He's now the president and acting CEO at Reynolds & Reynolds. Will be with us on 3 panels. So Chris, looking forward to that and seeing you also later this summer at the Amplify event as well. Richard, I know you'll be there, and Mig's Takeover. Tony, I think it is the biggest event ever. So 8 panels, Vanessa.
That's incredible. And they're longer because our usual, panel segments at our past pop-ups have been closer to 11, 12, this being 18, and a lot more people on it too. It's going to be very similar in the amount of content that we're producing. And our hard copy media guys, Colton and Max, they're just so incredible. They always get the best of the best content. So I'm really excited that they're joining us.
Larry Sherman is in the chat. He says, too bad I'm not an A-lister. So we actually have Ann Lister, who is coming to the event, is going to be there with her husband, Brad. They're with the Williams Automotive Group in upstate New York. So they'll be with us down there. They're coming in tomorrow on Tuesday. They'll be with us for a couple days. So, Larry, we're going to look forward to seeing Tully, though. We have a panel on all about the hours, and hours sell, parts sell hours. So.
And Larry, we'll miss you. We'll miss you so much.
I know.
So much.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, taking over New York City. Robert, I get to meet you in person finally, right? That hasn't happened yet. And look at this gentleman who's coming here. Mike Stoll will be there.
I love it. Mike is one of our dear friends at Northwood University, which is how Vanessa and I met him. He works for CDK Global, and he comes in and he teaches one of our fixed operations classes, which is part of our automotive curriculum at Northwood. So he is absolutely wonderful with so many years of experience in the automotive industry, and just such a good dear friend to Vanessa and I and Northwood University and the Fixed Ops Roundtable. So we're looking forward to seeing you, Mike.
Big shout out to CDK Global. Thank you for all you do for fixed operations, Mike, Professor Mike. And we're going to see you in person in New York. I'm excited about that. LG's coming as well, I understand. And
yes.
There's a lot going on. I think there's a lot of pent up demand in the chat, Vanessa. We haven't done this in a while. So look at this.
I know. This is so exciting.
Sean
Kingry getting there tomorrow night.
A lot happening. So it's going to be busy. And we're going to meet a lot of new friends, and we'll see a lot of old friends as well. And again, it's been 6 years, Larry, since we did the first Fixed Ops Roundtable in May of 2019 in my office. So this is our 6th anniversary. Marcos Wanenberg will be with us to kick off the meeting. He's got something special planned for us before Brian Benstock is up. And a lot of folks who were at the very first one are coming. And they will be there to celebrate with us. So they've stuck with us all these years, and they've watched and been part of the growth. And then we met you guys, right? And I had a comment today, Vanessa, by somebody who's coming on Wednesday, and he said they've been watching. He doesn't comment, but he's a speaker. He's watching all the content that we're putting out, and he's saying how much more professional it is now than it was years ago. It's really in like a new realm. So I thanked him for that.
Oh, that's so incredible. Yeah. Katrina and I, we get comments a lot on, our growth with social media and being in front of the camera. Because when we first started, we did not know what we were doing. We'd never filmed a video like that in a day in our life. And so we look back on videos that were filmed earlier in the days, and we just realized how much we've grown and how much opportunities like this with pop-up events and just public speaking have grown us as people and in front of the camera. So I always love getting comments like that.
Kurt Shore is with Porsche Cars North America. Big shout out, a big supporter of ours. So Kurt, we did that event with Tully at that magnificent Sacramento Porsche facility, one of the newest ones now in the country, and just a great job with all that. So Kurt, amazing. And Tully's coming. Tully's going to be here. So, and Ed Roberts is going to be here as well. And more. Okay. I mean, we've got a lot of Joe Lockard from the Automax Tech Vengers is coming. Tom Drzezinski from West Herd, Nolan Armpriester, the new king of mobile service, will be there.
Oh my goodness. Yay.
Adam Perlow, who runs the Island Automotive Group, will be there with Maureen Martin from Dynatron, and they're speaking. So there's just a lot of talent. Wow. I mean, it's going to be action packed. And they are, Mike, they are naturals, right? We were worried in the beginning that we were going to have to get them some social media training, but now I think they could run the class. So
Yes, it comes with time. That's
Yeah.
Thank
awesome.
you, everyone.
Robert Stage,
Wow.
one of our earliest friends.
I
So
love that.
Robert was in Columbus, Ohio. He was a one-man show doing mobile service with his own van, and he met up with Cindy Barlow from Wyotech on the After Dark show. Robert was a regular on the mobile service panel, helped start that panel, which now has just blown up big, right? So Robert, good to see you. And he's out in Wyoming now, and he's teaching technicians at Wyoming Technical Institute. So congratulations, Robert. And yeah, a square table. There we go. So look at this. Very good.
So cool.
So Sean, do we bring the belt? I think we do, right? To the New York event.
Will it clear security into the World Trade Center?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That is.
Wow. We may not be
I
able to
don't-
have that, Sean. But Sean, I think we could try, right? So we'll see what happens. So
course
see if they can get us in. Yeah, it is going to be a great time in New York. And well, yeah, I don't know, Sean. So we're going to have to see about that as well. So a lot happening, a lot going on. Ladies, you guys have been traveling as well. You've been somewhere, right?
Yeah, we've been saving up for a post-grad trip abroad. So I just graduated with my master's, Katrina with her bachelor's. She's getting her master's next year. And we wanted to go somewhere in Europe, and we did a lot of research, and we planned the whole thing ourselves. And we ended up going to Santorini and Mykonos in Greece. And then we finished the trip off in the Amalfi Coast of Italy. And so it was around 11, 12 days. And it was just so incredible. It was my first time ever in Europe. And so to be able to see those picturesque views, but with my own eyes, was absolutely surreal. And Katrina, I know you've been to, Europe before, but you said that this was the most beautiful trip you've ever been on as well.
Yes, it truly was. And I'm so grateful that Vanessa and I had the opportunity to book and plan this trip. And I remember, a couple weeks before school got out, when we were really talking about it, we kept talking about it. We weren't doing anything. And we were like, we just need to book the flights, because then we have to go and we have to start booking hotels and stuff like that. So we sat down, we booked the flights after doing a little bit of research on exactly where we wanted to go and like what countries and cities. And we booked it and we had a wonderful time. It was so nice to have like a little post-grad trip before, Vanessa heads out into the real world and before I start my master's, and just getting able to explore the world and appreciate the culture and the architecture of those beautiful cities and towns was so fabulous. And we're so grateful that we were able to do that.
What did you guys like better? Did you like Italy, or did you like?
I don't know. I like them both.
Yeah, they're very different. I liked Greece. I like Santorini the most when it comes to the actual views. Like when you're looking at it, you're like, how is this even real? I've all the pictures that you see online of the whitewashed buildings and the beautiful sunsets. Like that's exactly what you see with your own two eyes. And so it was absolutely insane. And then Italy was its own thing. There was a lot of steps, and it just felt like we were truly there and not just like in a fairy tale. And so I don't know if that made sense, but yeah, they were both beautiful, definitely in their own ways.
Yes, definitely. And the food was wonderful in both places that we went. And we met so many amazing people. I feel like everywhere we went, we met up with like different people and different groups of people. And we just like now have lifelong friends all around the world, from different countries, from different states. So it's exciting to be able to do that and, have those lifelong friends now.
You guys are exciting. You got a lot going on. And,
I know.
Yeah. And then the other trip that you did to Sri Lanka just a couple months ago. So Vanessa, what's in store for you? You got the master's, you're graduating coming up next month, I think at some time.
Yes.
Can we talk about the future for you or?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, graduating. So I technically did walk commencement, but us grad students, we don't actually have our last day of class until the end of July. So the end of July is when I graduate and officially say my goodbyes to Northwood University as a student, but I will always come back as an alumni, especially for Katrina's auto show this fall. But before that, we do have something really exciting coming up, Full Tank Camp. It's actually this month. In 13 days. So the clock is ticking. It's June 15th through the 20th. And this is a residential summer camp, 5 days for high school students looking to, kind of explore their curiosity and potential passion for the automotive industry, and see if Northwood might be a, right fit for them to attend as a university. So we go on different excursions during that time, and I helped a lot with the marketing efforts. So it's been great, but there's still a lot of work to do. And then upon graduation,
Okay.
I haven't publicly, announced this yet, but for those watching, you guys will be the first to know. I'm moving down to Texas. I accepted a DART analyst position with Lithia and Driveway. So yeah, I'm really excited about the future. It's a Texas region position. So I am moving to Texas, but I got to choose, what city I want to live in. And so I'm choosing to move to Austin, Texas, because I really like, the young population of people there, how it's very tech focused and innovative, and a lot of like-minded people as well. And parts of it remind me of Chicago, which I absolutely loved living in Chicago this summer for CDK Global. And yeah, I'm really, really excited about the future. I actually had my first day today. I'm kind of starting the onboarding process early as an intern, just hopping on meetings kind of as like a fly on the wall and just absorbing as much information as I can before I get down there. So yeah, I'm gonna announce on LinkedIn soon, but yeah, you guys are the first to know.
Now, are you still going to be able to do this kind of stuff with the Fixed Ops Roundtable?
Absolutely. That was, one of my number one things was I have to be able to continue, doing what I do with the Fixed Ops Roundtable and co-hosting these events, because this has really become just a part of my life. It's a passion. It's, something I love to do, and it's something that I'm, not willing to give up. So I love that. Oh, thank you. But yeah, this is just some part of my life that I want to continue and not give up. So I'm still continuing with the Fixed Ops Roundtable, and hopefully even, upping my involvements as well, as, my part-time, gig here, with Ted, Katrina, and the rest of our Fixed Ops family. So this will definitely stick around. And I've already talked to a lot of people, within my team at Lithia about the different synergies that could happen here between the Fixed Ops Roundtable and then Lithia too in my position. So yeah, the future is, really exciting.
So Mike Stoll and Katrina, this young lady, Vanessa, whom, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, wasn't quite sure of what that career path would be, if automotive was even a part of that, Katrina, looks like she's made a big decision. And
Yes,
great one.
I know Vanessa was juggling her, decisions and what she wanted to do post-grad, because it's such a large decision. I mean, where you're going to spend your first couple years out of college and location-wise and a good culture with a good company is so important. One of the most important decisions you'll ever make. So I'm so happy that Vanessa found exactly what she wanted to do, that has a good balance of being able to experience the retail side of the automotive industry, but also have the corporate lifestyle and go into various different dealerships and stuff like that. So I'm so happy for her that she gets this opportunity, and they are so lucky to have her. I loved Sean Kingree's comment. The stock just instantly went up. That is so funny.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, I agree, Katrina, that balance, it was this fall when I decided like, okay, I need to go into the automotive industry, and I narrowed it down to like, I'm not accepting anything that's outside of the automotive industry. This is where my people are. This is where my connections are. And this is where my heart is. So that honestly helped a lot. I mean, as a lot of people graduating, they don't know what industry they're going in, and they don't really have, preferences for the industry. They just, they know they want to do marketing or finance, but to know what industry I'm going in was incredible. And it'll be so incredible for you too, Katrina, when you look for your first, big girl job. But yeah, having that retail component of, going to the dealerships and getting that experience with retail, while also, seeing it from a higher level and having that corporate lifestyle and that corporate work-life balance. It's the perfect opportunity for me, and it's the perfect position. And it felt truly God sent. So yeah.
Katrina, do you remember the conversation we had with Vanessa? We were having lunch at Bozard late last year, whether she should go retail or corporate, and it sounds like she was able to do both.
Exactly. She's able to do both, get that experience and the, strict understanding of it all. So I'm happy that everything fell exactly into place and she knows exactly where she needs to be. And Lithia is giving her this amazing opportunity that will set her up for success for the rest of her life. So
You guys are gonna meet Jim Sabino too in New York. He's
Yes.
coming. He's on a couple panels. So
we get to meet so many people this weekend in
and
person.
David Romer, we are coming to Texas. We have 3 pop-up events between July and August in the great state of Texas. So we're coming down there to the Lone Star State. So I look forward to seeing you there as well. So
yes, this summer is jam-packed with different pop-up events and dealerships and in the World Trade Center and various different corporate offices. So it'll be exciting. And 3 in Texas, that's a win.
All right, don't forget, everybody, June 18th, we are coming back to Northwood. We're going to be there for full tank camp for Fixed Ops Day. That is a 1-week-long sleepaway camp for high school students who are considering where to go to college. We have a 1-day Fixed Ops Day on Wednesday. A lot of our friends are coming to that. I believe Richard Lupo, Sean Kingery, I know, is coming to that. Here's LG, and here's who's that other gentleman, Vanessa, next to you and LG?
Yeah, that's President Kent McDonald. He is our president here at Northwood University. He's super involved, absolutely incredible, and a great person to meet and connect with if you ever find yourself on campus.
Tony Owens photo bomb. Look at he's in the back there.
With a Tully pin on. We love it.
With a Tully pin on. So we're going to be up there. You know who's coming is Sean Parrott from Utah. Remember, he started at Northwood as a student.
Yes.
He works for a big Mercedes dealer. So he's coming, and he's coming up with me on that day as well. Ashley Norton is coming to that also. So we have a lot of friends coming up there as well.
Yeah, it's going to be great, and it's going to feel truly back to back. I mean, New York this week and full tank the next couple of weeks, and going right into the swing of things with the summer and more pop-ups, and yeah, we just keep on growing.
And Richard, I think your son went last year. Is he coming this year to? I think he is, right?
He
I think
is.
I saw him on the list, so.
Yes, I saw him.
Also, we want to do a big shout out to 2 of our friends, Ewart Anderson of Velo and Julie Douglas of Dealer Pay, who recently got together, and Dealer Pay was acquired by Velo. I wonder if that happened by accident or if that somehow might have happened at Sacramento at the Nilo pop-up. But they seem to all have been there and got along really well. And congratulations to all of you. You're acquiring a great company and a great team that Julie has put together, and she's worked really hard for 20-some years to do that. So congratulations to all. And look at all the networking that comes here. So it's really strong.
I mean, that's a true testament of the community here, the Fixed Ops Roundtable. Not only are we learning and growing and benefiting each other, but it's also just a lot of networking. And I think you and Julie are, great representations of that, and they're great people in our community. Definitely.
Super. All right. So tomorrow you guys are flying to New York. We'll see you there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we'll be there. We'll be in the Big Apple tomorrow.
All right. Sarah will be with us. We'll be in the city. Jean is going to meet us later that day. And a lot of our friends are coming in. Some are coming in that morning as well on Wednesday. So a question, Katrina, should I publish the agenda with the panels for the event like tomorrow or something online and let people know what's coming?
Yeah, why not? That way the people that will be attending know exactly when and where they're supposed to be. And then for those of you who weren't able to attend, just be on the lookout for a lot more to come on social media and those panels to be published. So I think you should, Ted.
Jim Zabino said he saw someone on StubHub scalping these tickets for like $5,000 for cheap seats. So I don't know if that's true or not.
For cheap seats.
Absolutely insane.
Oh, Linda, come on with the poor Wi-Fi. You don't miss much, Linda. I could tell you that. So we're happy to have you. So a great friend. So Linda, the girls are going to New York tomorrow, first time. pop up on Wednesday. Linda, you're not going to miss the broadcast. We're going to record it and put it out probably a couple days later. So a big event coming up here in the city, and a lot of our friends will be there. So, all right.
Awesome.
Well, great job, everybody. Thank you for chiming in tonight in the chat. Most of you, we're going to see you in New York in the next day and a half. So, okay. Mike Stoll said he's not selling for any amount of money. Okay. Wow.
Priceless.
Yeah.
I love it.
Really?
Yeah. I can't wait to see Mike in person, Katrina. So
It'll be great.
The great connector.
the great connector, right? Professor Stoll in person. So Gene's looking forward to seeing him as well. And, we'll have a lot of fun. All right. So again, everybody, if you're coming to New York, Sean Kingery is your in to make sure you get the mini mic interviews with these ladies. He'll make sure we get it set up. He knows the timing and everything. When you arrive, 10:30 or so is the time to be at the building in the morning. It'll take about 30 minutes to work your way up to the 47th floor and go through all the security hoops that they have set up for you. But once you're in, okay? And get your mini mic interviews right away. All right, so start on that. And there we go. 1.5 million, Robert Sebastian says. Very good. All right. It's going to be hot, Aaron, right? I remember that, yeah. Hot in New Jersey and New York next few days. But that's okay, Aaron. It's been cold up until now. So I'll take it. All right, guys. Thank you. And Katrina, Vanessa, I'll see you tomorrow in New York.
Bye, everyone.
See you tomorrow in the Big Apple.